Good morning, everybody. So this is going to be a video more directed at old school RuneScape content creators than what it is at you viewers. However, if you find this information useful and you want to get into content creation yourself, I'm going to share a little bit of the information that I've gathered over the time of me doing RuneScape shorts. So I've been doing this for a bit over 8 months now, and in the time of me making these shorts, I've gathered over 1.1 million views, which to some people might sound like a lot. Some people it might not sound like a lot. For me personally, 1.1 million views is a shit ton of views that I didn't even have before. And I want to go through a little bit of misconception, like a few misconceptions that people have about shorts. Number one is shorts don't make a lot of money. Now, this is true. However, the shorts you see on this channel aren't actually shorts. YouTube has a requirement for something to fit into the short algorithm, which is it has to be a phone format, or an iPhone format rather. So if I go over to my channel here and I go to home, I'm sorry, it's in Swedish. I've tried to make it to English for this video, but I didn't find it. So this is how an actual YouTube short looks like. However, most of the videos I upload, nearly all of them since I stopped doing like actual shorts, these are just short, regular videos. They don't go into the algorithm. It's not something that you can scroll on your phone and see. So it's very easy to make. And I want to go through a little bit of how I make them and the money that I earn. So a big misconception, as I said earlier, is that shorts don't make a lot of money. Now, obviously, this depends on what you define as a lot of money. But if I go into my analytics here, for 6.9k views, I earned $13. On average, I have about a $2 CPM, or RPM rather, which means that per 1,000 views, I'm going to get around $2, which isn't bad at all. I upload, well, try to at least upload 2 shorts every single day. And if they do anywhere between 5 to 10k views, that means I'll get anywhere between $20 to $40, which per day is a quite good amount. It's money that I didn't have before, and they don't take a lot of effort either. Shorts, I mean, as you'd imagine, it is literally just one clip with a thumbnail. So I'm going to go through how I make one as well. Now, you may have your own editing software. I don't think you have to use Sony Vegas at all. You can use whatever you want. But if I just go to one of my clips, did he just crash on me? No, there we go. So I have my audio separated, where one is music and one is only my voice. So I'll remove the one that is only that has my music in it, and I'll go to the point where the video is actually interesting. So this is around where it begins, and I will literally just cut out all the uninteresting parts. So I get the kill here, I get the eternal glory, and this is the video. This is all. I may add an outro or something similar to like shout out my Discord, maybe remind you to subscribe, but this is all it is. But then obviously we have to make a thumbnail as well. I don't make the best thumbnail, so if you're better at it, be sure to like use whatever you have. But typically for a thumbnail, what I'll do is I'll get something that looks interesting, such as this, him typing, "Oh God," while my debo is going off here. So I'll get to a point where my cursor is not in it. So I'll create a keyframe here. I'll make sure to enable masking. And I'm going to make a circle around the interesting parts that I want to be focused here. And I'll make it a bit smaller. Cut the uninteresting parts out. And create another keyframe over here. And I'm going to zoom in a bit. And I'm also going to go back here and add a feather. So I'm going to feather out 3%. And I'm going to go to the clip below. Create a keyframe, zoom in. And go back over here. Now, obviously, I want to center this. So you want to get as much useless information out as possible, because a YouTube thumbnail, it might, sometimes you'll think that it will look good on it. But realistically, you need everything to be quite big. So I'd say this is pretty fine, and you have some extra information here on the top left where you can kind of edit in maybe like a text or a picture of your face cam if you have that and you're like reacting. And this is all it is. You can put a text at the bottom here if you like, or you can put like your face cam here of the whatever reaction you had to this clip, for example. And this is the thumbnails that I do. They're not the best, not the greatest. They're kind of just like quick and easy videos. And then you need to upload it, think of a title, and that's it. I'd say on average, this takes me anywhere between like 15 to maybe 30 minutes, sometimes up to an hour if I'm really short on ideas and I just can't think of what to do. But for any PKing content creators out there, you should, and I cannot stress this enough, you should get into this. There's no reason not to. It's only going to boost your interactions, and it's worth doing. One thing as well that I didn't really realize, obviously this may be different now, as I believe I was one of the first people to do this. It took me a while before I started to get views. So these videos here, they have a decent amount of views now, but when I first uploaded them, they sat on like 50 views for a long time. And it took, I'd say, anywhere from like a month to 2 months before they actually got views. And that's when I started to pick up activity and started uploading again. And that's when I realized, like, yeah, this is a thing that I can actually maybe monetize and get some views off of. So let's get to the monetization part. For you to get monetized on YouTube, you have to have 4,000 watch hours. Now, this takes some time to do if you're only going to upload short clips. So just to make people get a perception of how many views you actually have to get, it took me around 800,000 or 900,000 views before I ended up getting 4K watch hours and was able to get monetized. Now, you could do this through either uploading actual long videos for a little bit until it gets monetized, or if you already have a channel that's monetized, you can just convert that one to a shorts channel. But the best and most efficient way is by live streaming. If you live stream already, or like you have people that watch you, I'd heavily recommend just live streaming on YouTube for a little bit, making sure that you advertise as people come over until you have 4,000 watch hours. Now, I will say, if you are a partner Twitch streamer, it is in the contract that you are only allowed to stream on Twitch. So if you are a partner, don't do that. You may risk your partnership by doing it. But for everybody else, it's free reign. I mean, you can do whatever you want. You can even live stream on both and just tell people to go over to your YouTube live stream instead if you really want. So with that being said, I hope I've been able to not necessarily convince you. I don't benefit off of this, in case people aren't already aware. But I'm hoping this information can be useful to any of you future content creators or already existing content creators. And maybe me showing my statistics and how I do it could let you guys in on a little tips and tricks of how to do it yourself. So regardless, if you are a content creator or if you're just a viewer, appreciate you watching till